story one. I won't bore you all with a huge, long backstory, but my mom had a year-long affair on my dad, and I just cannot get over it. Maybe I am internalizing it too much. I suppose it did not happen to me directly. My dad was a great husband to her. He made her a stay-at-home wife, provided her with an upper-middle-class lifestyle, is extremely caring and sensitive, yet also very masculine, very responsible, knowledgeable, etc. Not to sound weird, but a man like my dad would literally be my dream husband. He even tried to take her back after the cheating. She came back, but then left again to be with the AP. When asked why she cheated and left my dad, she literally cannot come up with any reason except, I fell out of love. I'm sorry, but how do you just fall out of love with the man who has literally dedicated his life to you? How can you end a marriage in such a disgusting way? I'm so angry and disgusted with her. It has been about 10 months since we found out, and about 3 months since their divorce was finalized. I feel like she destroyed my family for her own disgusting desires. Her affair partner is a drunkard and an Uber driver with no full-time job. How is that more desirable than my dad? I don't understand. I'm sorry to hear about the difficult situation you're facing with your mother's affair. It's understandable that you're feeling a great deal of anger and disgust towards her. Dealing with infidelity can be incredibly challenging, but it's important to find healthy ways to manage your emotions. Here are some suggestions to help you navigate through this difficult time and reduce your anger. 1. Express your feelings. Find a trusted friend, family member, or therapist to confide in and express your emotions. Sharing your thoughts and frustrations can provide relief and help you gain perspective. 2. Prioritize self-care. Take care of your physical, mental, and emotional well-being. Engage in activities that bring you joy and relaxation, such as exercise, meditation, hobbies, or spending time in nature. 3. Seek professional support. Consider reaching out to a therapist or counselor who specializes in relationships and family dynamics. They can offer guidance and support as you process your emotions and develop effective coping strategies. 4. Cultivate acceptance and forgiveness. While it may be challenging, try to work towards accepting the situation and seeking forgiveness, not for your mother's sake, but for your own peace of mind. This doesn't mean condoning her actions, but rather finding a way to let go of the intense negative emotions that are weighing you down. 5. Focus on rebuilding. Instead of dwelling on the past and the pain caused by your mother's actions, redirect your energy towards rebuilding and strengthening other family relationships, particularly with your father. Supporting one another and finding ways to move forward can contribute to the healing process. 6. Establish healthy boundaries. If interacting with your mother becomes too difficult, it's important to set boundaries to protect your own emotional well-being. This may involve limiting contact, taking a break from the relationship temporarily, or clearly communicating your expectations for future interactions. Remember, healing takes time, and everyone's journey is unique. It's natural to feel angry and hurt, but by finding healthy ways to manage these emotions, you can gradually move towards healing and personal growth. OP, there are so many stories in here and other subs where the children of a parent who cheated never ever end up reconciling with the parent. Some stay in their lives but keep them at arm's length. Some go low contact and really only ever see them at family functions where it can't be helped, not without offending others in the family. And some, in fact quite a few, go complete NC. Forever. Sometimes it's just a matter of seeing the cheating parent as being a fundamentally flawed person, whose flaws and traits were always there, but who is always covered by the betrayed parent. But once the covers are pulled away, the same flawed person that was always there becomes fairly evident. It's a hard wake-up call when we see the person we are supposed to love and cherish stand there in all their glory and be seen for who they really and truly are. And often we look upon that person with a newfound sense of discovery, realize that we never actually really knew them, but now that we do, that this is not a person we ever wish to have in our life. And for you, it may just be that you have had that awakening and have discovered that your father was the one carrying everything all along, and that your mother at the end of the day was really nothing more than an egg donor with a permanently attached phone. There is no harm in cutting contact from those who offer no value to our lives. OP. Those who cheat fall into this alternative reality of sorts. It doesn't make sense. Waywards, those who cheat, project their bad behavior on others, blame their cheating on their partners, and don't consider that they didn't just cheat on their partner, but their family too. What will help your father? Encourage him to find a good therapist. It is a huge blow to the ego and self-esteem. You also should consider finding a good therapist for yourself too. As for your mother and her AP, affair partner, honestly, they go for low-hanging fruit, easier to manipulate. Think about the famous, beautiful women who have had partners who cheated on them. It's the same thing. It had nothing to do with their partners. They are truly broken people. You and your father should focus on hobbies, healthy foods, anything to help fill the void but bring your joy and peace. Maybe one day your mother will hit her rock bottom, go to therapy, and realize what she did. You can't wait for that. Build yourself up and help your father build himself up too. Me, 34 female, and my husband, 35 male, have been together for more than 10 years, married for more than 5 years. Recently, my husband became close to his female coworker. I had no issues, but later on, I find out they have been hanging out together, and he lied to me. They went on a day trip and a movie. She booked him a massage. Obviously, she was there. My husband lied to me about this, but on finding out, he said it is just a friendly gesture. I went through the phone records. There were millions of calls to each other every single day, even at the times such as 1 a.m. She texted him at 4 a.m., so odd times for friends to call throughout the day. Later, I find out she called him my love in the texts. The message said, "I am all alone. Call me anytime I love." In addition, my husband sent her flowers 3 times. Once on her birthday, Valentine's, and Women's Day. The messages were, "I love you so much," and "My love blooms for you every single day." We had a huge fight. I asked him to cut contact with her. I'm sure they still calling and deleting the phone records. I confronted that woman, and she said she was just a friend and nothing more. Is this innocent friendship, or do you think it is an affair? My husband has never done or said such things to anyone else ever. He is strictly professional, so this behavior is quite odd to me. Based on the details you've shared, it appears highly likely that your husband's relationship with his coworker has crossed the line into an affair. The evidence you've discovered, such as their frequent calls at odd hours, the affectionate terms they use for each other, and the romantic gestures like sending flowers with intimate messages, strongly suggest a level of intimacy beyond that of a typical friendship. Given the pattern of deceit and the significant emotional investment between them, it is understandable that you feel betrayed and deeply hurt. It is essential to prioritize your own emotional well-being during this challenging time. Here are some steps you may consider taking. 1. Honest communication. Have a candid and direct conversation with your husband about your findings and the impact his actions have had on you. Express your feelings, concerns, and the breach of trust you have experienced. It is crucial to have an open dialogue about the state of your relationship. 2. Seek professional help. Consider engaging the support of a couples therapist or counselor who can help both of you navigate the complexities of the affair, address underlying issues, and guide you towards potential reconciliation if that is what you desire. 3. Set clear boundaries. Establish clear boundaries and expectations regarding appropriate behavior within your marriage. Discuss what is acceptable and what is not when it comes to friendships and interactions with members of the opposite sex. Rebuilding trust may require stricter boundaries during this healing process. 4. Self-care and support. Focus on self-care activities that promote your emotional well-being, such as engaging in hobbies, seeking support from trusted friends or family members, and considering individual therapy to process your emotions and regain a sense of stability. Ultimately, deciding the future of your relationship is a deeply personal choice. Rebuilding trust after an affair requires both partners' commitment to open communication, transparency, and potentially significant efforts to heal the wounds caused by the betrayal. It's crucial to prioritize your own well-being and make decisions that align with your values and needs. This is not innocent, and a married person does not act like this. I would save all the evidence because you are going to need it. Yup, save it for the divorce lawyer. What the duck? 100,000% this is an affair. Reading crap like this just guts me because how could somebody do that to their partner? I'm so sorry, OP. You deserve better. He's cheating. Contact a lawyer and get a postnuptial agreement with an infidelity clause. Do they work together? How did they meet? Yeah, used to work together, but now work at different places. However, in touch on social mobile constantly. They're at least having an emotional affair. Probably a physical affair if they're spending so much time together, including saying love to each other. I asked him to cut contact with her. As long as they have any contact, then this affair continues. He'd need to get a new job at the least. You should just speak to a lawyer and get divorce started. Have him served at work. You'll see who he really is at that time. Will he drop everything to work on his marriage or turn on you and go full with his mistress? Don't let them gaslight you. Cheaters will get their affair partners to lie to protect the affair. Worldwide comments of the day. She is showing him how selfish she is. You can forgive her, but you still have the right to make her suffer consequences. What kind of world we are living in? Seems being doormat codependent is the biggest illness of all. Wife has an affair. Husband comes online simping for suggestions. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more interesting and relatable Reddit videos.